I never imagined my life would take such a dramatic turn. But here I am, sitting in this empty room, staring at the walls that echo with the ghosts of my choices, each one a reminder of the happiness I once had and the chaos I've created. At 27, I was married to Luca, a man I thought I loved, or at least I convinced myself I did. After 2 years, though, something felt painfully absent, like a melody missing its key, a song I desperately wanted to hear again. Then came Ethan, Luca's brother, the family's golden boy who had been estranged for years, suddenly reaching out with a charm that was undeniable and a presence that felt like a warm embrace after a long winter. The first moment we met was electric. My heart raced in a way it hadn't in years, and it terrified me, igniting a desperate longing I wasn't ready to confront. What began as innocent conversations quickly spiraled into late-night texts that felt like a drug, each stolen moment a high I knew I shouldn't indulge in. But I couldn't help myself. It felt too good, too alive. Our affair became a chaotic whirlwind of passion and guilt, leaving me breathless and terrified, knowing I was playing with fire while desperately wanting to feel the heat. Then came the moment that shattered my already fragile world. I found out I was pregnant. Panic washed over me like a cold wave. I tried to convince myself it was Luca's baby, but deep down, I felt the gnawing truth clawing at my insides, each heartbeat a reminder of my betrayal. When Luca confronted me, holding my phone with damning evidence, it felt like the earth crumbled beneath my feet, and all I could do was confess, my voice trembling with the weight of my sins. The divorce that followed was a hurricane of emotions, messy and painful, both of us lashing out, wounded and raw, our love story unraveling before our eyes. Luca's family, who had always seen me as an outsider, sided with me, a betrayal that cut him deeply, but felt like a twisted validation for me, a strange comfort amidst the chaos. I walked away with a settlement and his car, but the emotional toll was like a heavy anchor, dragging me down into a sea of regret I couldn't escape. Moving in with Ethan and his parents felt like a fresh start, but reality hit hard when he lost his job, our dreams crumbling into dust like sand slipping through my fingers. The alimony wasn't enough to support us all, and the pressure began to suffocate me, the walls of our new life closing in, each breath a reminder of my failure. When I heard about Luca's promotion, a flicker of hope ignited in me. Maybe he could help us. Maybe there was still a chance to mend some bridges I thought I'd burned. I reached out, hoping for compassion, but Luca's cold refusal cut deeper than any knife, a cruel reminder of the betrayal that had shattered our lives. Desperation clawed at me, and I filed for higher alimony, convinced it was my only way out of our financial mess, my heart racing with fear and uncertainty. But this time, Luca fought back, gathering evidence and testimonies that laid bare our lies and manipulations, exposing the illusion I had built around my choices. The court ruled in his favor, and I felt the ground beneath me give way, losing all financial support, my crumbling dreams dissolving into smoke, leaving me gasping for breath. Now I'm left with nothing but regret, the weight of my decisions pressing heavily on my chest, an unbearable burden that feels suffocating and relentless. Ethan, the man I left my husband for, is now expecting a child with someone else. The bitter irony piercing my heart as it shatters into a million pieces once more. In the midst of all this, I alienated my stepdaughter, who had always seen Luca as her real father, and the guilt gnaws at me every single day, a torment I can't escape. As I stood alone at the divorce hearing, watching Luca walk away without a glance, I felt the storm clouds of my choices descend upon me, dark and heavy, suffocating me in their wrath. I'm sharing this story not for sympathy, but as a cautionary tale. The grass isn't always greener on the other side, and sometimes it's just a cruel mirage that leads you to despair. The consequences of our actions can stretch far beyond what we anticipate. And here I am, piecing together the fragments of a life I thought I wanted, desperate to learn from my mistakes, but unsure of how. I want to become a better person, but I don't even know where to start. The path forward is obscured by the shadows of my past and the weight of my failures. Every day feels like a battle, and I find myself questioning everything: my decisions, my desires, and the very fabric of love itself, tangled in confusion and regret. I see couples who look at each other like they're everything, and I wonder if I'll ever feel that way again, or if that part of me is forever lost in the wreckage of my choices. There's a part of me that wants to reach out to Luca to apologize and beg for forgiveness, but I know that bridge is burned, and I'm left standing on the ashes of what could have been. The silence in my new home is deafening, a constant reminder of the family I destroyed and the love I squandered, each echo a knife twisting in my heart. I try to focus on the future, but the past looms large, a shadow that refuses to let go, whispering doubts and fears into my ear, taunting me with what I've lost. What if I had made different choices? What if I had fought for my marriage instead of throwing it away like it was nothing? Each what if spirals into a deeper sense of despair, and I wrestle with the feeling that I'm unworthy of happiness. A cruel reminder of my own failings. I want to tell myself that this is just a chapter, but it feels like the end of my story, the final pages written in regret and sorrow, inked with my tears. And yet, I wake up every day, dress myself, and step out into a world that feels foreign, searching for a glimmer of hope in the rubble I've created, a flicker of light in the darkness. Perhaps in sharing my story, in laying bare my soul, I can find some semblance of redemption, a way to forgive myself and move forward, even if the path is fraught with pain. Thank you for watching. For more real stories and powerful dramas, be sure to like, subscribe, and explore our I Will View 2 channel. If you enjoyed this video, please consider supporting us and transforming your love life with the Make Him Worship You program, linked in the description. It's a game changer for any woman seeking the love she truly deserves.